Loud and clear. All right, so thank you guys for being on the call. This is our boot camp Monday, right? Just back to the basics. And one of the things that I want you guys to just drill into your heads, because you're going to forget this. And I'm going to say, I told you you'd forget it, right? So try to drill it into your heads now, that the basics really are your best friend, and they are everything. And what you choose to do besides the basics is on you, right? But so many of us, we start working, we start doing the basics, and it starts happening, like our business starts to grow, and we immediately, because we're human beings, or because we have some identity things that we need to shift, or mindsets we need to shift, we immediately go to work to make it harder, because it can't possibly be that easy, right? It can't possibly be that easy. So I'm going to go to work to make it harder. You're losing weight, you're feeling great, and you immediately start self-sabotaging yourself because it can't possibly be this simple. Right? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You hit one plateau, which is totally normal and healthy, and you immediately start creating all these reasons why it's not working. When it is working. It is that simple. And we go to work to overcomplicate things. So these basics on Monday night, guys, these are so important because they are what will grow your business. This is it. There's other things to do to learn how to expand yourself as a leader, to better work with lots of different personalities. I mean, there's definitely organizational skills. There's things that you can learn, but let's not go to work to make it more hard, to make it more difficult, okay? Raise your hand if you're going to try to remember this. Okay, good. Learn from my mistake, people, because I went to work to make it harder after I was successful. I was very successful. We had hit 6 figures, and I went to work to make it harder because it's not possible that it was that simple for us. And now what am I doing? I'm going back to the beginning. I'm going back to the basics because it is that simple. Okay, so 30-second story is so powerful because everybody has a 30-second story. Everybody. And it's so simple. And this is how you're going to teach everyone how to share their stories, because we all have stories to share. We have lots of solutions to offer. And there's a lot of people in this world, millions of people in this world that need our solutions. And they're asking for it. They're asking the questions. They're showing the signs. So how do we share our story? Okay. Well, last week we talked about the 3-way call and how, especially when you're new, but always, this is always, but especially when you're new, you want to get everybody on a 3-way call, right? You're gonna share a few results. They're gonna ask some questions, and you're immediately gonna go, oh my gosh, that's such a good question. Can I please get my friend Angie on the phone? Can I please get my friend Shy on the phone? Can I please get my friend, Julie on the phone? She had the same experience. I know that she can answer this better than I can. All right, it's that simple. So 3-way calls are really powerful, and that's what we're telling everyone to do is 3-way calls. But let's go back a step, because we know that 3-way calls are essential for everybody, every single person. Okay? But how do we spike their interest to get them on a 3-way call? The 30-second story, right? That's where we're going here. So developing your story is so important, because the job of the 30-second story is to pique their interest, get them excited, and get them on a 3-way call. It's that simple. Okay? So has everybody here had at least one positive experience since starting Isagenix? Raise your hand if you've had at least one. Say one. Put a finger up. One. If you had 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, 5. 5 good things have happened since you started Isagenix. Okay. Give me like the roller coaster, arms up in the air if it's just been too many to count. Right? Okay, good. I'm going to open the chat box because I can see that people are asking questions or sharing stuff. Anna, good. Thank you. Thank you, hun. Okay, so the 30-second story is made to simply hear a need and then speak on that need. So if you're talking to a tired mama and she's talking about how tired she is or how she's trying hard to get that baby fat off, or she's going through the emotional roller coaster ups and downs of sad days, happy days, right? We can all relate to that. Most of us have had babies. She is screaming to the world, help me. When people are complaining, they're asking the universe to help them with something. They're asking for a solution. When people are complaining, they're asking for a solution. All right? And they're just hoping somebody will hear them. Believe me, that was me. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys have been that person, crying, complaining. Now, sometimes people are in a place where they're just angry at the world and they're not quite ready to make a change. So even if you brought them a solution, they're not ready for it. And you have to be okay with that. All right? You have to be okay with that. But we're going to talk about this instance where they are complaining about something because they are ready to make a change and they're just praying for somebody to offer them a solution. So they're talking about being tired. Do you have a story of you being tired and Isagenix helping that? Do you have more energy since starting Isagenix? Yeah? Okay, good. I'm looking for body language here. So either speak out loud or show me in body language, right? So if you've increased your energy since starting Isagenix, you have a story to share with them. All right. What about weight loss? Okay. If somebody's talking about wanting to lose weight, have you guys all experienced some weight loss in Isagenix? Maybe you're just getting started. Okay, how about this? Because this is important. It doesn't matter if you're brand new or if you've been around forever. What if you haven't experienced any weight loss, but everybody that you know in Isagenix has? Your friends, your sponsor, your family, people that you know have started Isagenix and they've lost weight. Can you share their stories? Of course you can, because you know it works. And here's the deal, guys, stop waiting to be the perfect example of a product of the product, right? Stop waiting, because just being on this journey is being a product of the product. All right? Do you know why it's called the ideal life? Because it's ideal. It's ideal. It's not gonna happen. The ideal life, the perfect life may not happen in this life. All right, we're talking like, guys, don't be sad on me here, okay? We're talking like perfection, okay? The perfect life, because the closer you get to the ideal life, what happens? The more ideal you want it to be, right? The more goals you want to hit. So it doesn't really exist, and this is all just a journey of getting closer and closer and closer to that ideal life. Can you be happy today where you are? Yes. Yes. And we should be. No matter where we're at, we should be happy. Because if we can't celebrate today, how can we celebrate tomorrow when we do reach a goal, right? No, we're going to reach that goal and we're going to immediately go, oh, I'm not happy because I need to reach this goal now, right? So let's choose to be happy today, and let's invite people to join us on our journey today. Good? Okay. So you have stories to share, and you have stories from your teammates to share. You don't have to be perfect. If you haven't lost a ton of weight yet, you can still help people lose weight, because you're not selling, you're sharing Isagenix. You're not sharing your story. You're not selling your story, right? You're selling a product that does work when you use it correctly. It does work. Okay. And everybody gets what? When they buy their starter pack, what do they get? Yes, I'm watching the lips, okay? I'm the worst mouth reader in the world, but I could get that. Okay.
Money back.
Yes. Yeah, so you get a 30 money back guarantee, right? So no skin, right? They're good. Either works great or it doesn't, they get their money back. All right, so remove yourself out of the equation, guys. Remove yourself. In this case, remove yourself out of the equation. Just share the stories. So let's hear just a few things, right? You can unmute your phone if you want to share. I would love to hear just a few things, maybe one each. There's only 10 of us on the call. So each of you share one thing that has improved since starting Isagenix. Shai, what's one thing?
My relationship with my husband.
Ooh, saucy.
Ashlyn's like, I did not need to know that, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It helps every area, hence relationships and all.
I think she's talking about communication, guys. Just talking verbally, verbal communication.
Yeah, right.
Talking about going on date.
Yes, great. No, that's so good. I mean, there's a reason why they call Ionix frisky juice, guys. All right. All right. So, Julie, what's one thing that's improved since starting Isagenix? One thing. Here, I can unmute you. Go ahead.
Well, I haven't started yet.
Awesome.
Starting tomorrow.
Yay. So, do you have a 30-second story? Yes, you do, because you have other stories and you have things that you want to improve. So, what is one thing that you want to improve?
My energy.
Great. Good. All right. So, if you're talking to a friend or a sister or someone, you know, it's as simple as, I am so excited that I'm starting this new program. I just started a week ago. But one of the reasons why I started is because I'm tired all the time. I'm not making it through the day. And my girlfriend, who enrolled you?
Aubrey Garf.
Awesome. Julie. Okay. So I love Aubrey. Okay. So you can say, my friend Aubrey started this a few months ago and her energy has improved so much. She's so happy. It's all she talks about is how much energy she has. And so I'm so excited for what this is going to do for me. Right?
Yep. Sounds great.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a 30-day money back guarantee, you might have a lot of people that start with you when you have 0 results yet and you don't even know, you haven't even taken a product yet, right? Right? I had 5 people enroll with me my first week. I didn't have a lot of results, okay? But my sisters and best friend will do anything with me, right? Okay? So a lot of us get stuck in this thing where if I haven't had results, then I can't share, and that's just not the case. It's not the case, right? That's why people go to really unhealthy, overweight doctors. Sorry. Okay, so anyway, moving forward. Mary, did you have a question or could you share one thing that's improved?
I've gone down a whole size.
Awesome. So you definitely have a story to share.
Yeah, I've got my before and after from my 90 days and I don't know what to say to put it online, so.
Okay, wonderful. So we can help you with that. Okay.
Oh, that would be great.
Yep. So Molly, what about you? What's something that's improved since you started Isagenix?
Probably my energy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Very good. All right. Andrea, what about you?
My bank account.
Woo-hoo! Can everybody have an improved bank account? Raise your hand if you want your bank account to improve a little bit. Okay. So see how her story will relate to a lot of people. Okay. All right. Joni, what about you, girl?
I've had a ton of them. I would say probably what's different than the others is that my cravings went away.
Wonderful. Yes. And there's a whole lot of women out there that feel like chocolate monsters and they don't know what's wrong with them.
Exactly.
What's wrong with them is their bodies are just depleted and they're craving stuff. Okay.
Chocolate, sugar, soda, ruling the world for them.
Yep. Okay, let's go Susie and then Anna. And Anna, I have to tease you because you're always the home improvement neighbor.
Who was next?
You guys have seen home improvement. Come on. Okay, good. there's the whole face. Okay. All right, Susie. What's improved?
For me, what has improved, definitely have weight loss, energy. I've been on the products for over 2 years, so, well, mainly. I couldn't do much when I was pregnant, but I do definitely have a story of weight loss and energy.
Yes, you do. Your transformation pictures were so amazing the other day. We love that you shared those. And guys, this is someone who started 2 years ago and had a baby in the process, right?
And lost my mother in the process too. So
yeah,
it was
gone through a lot in the last 2 years, but it's a journey. This is a lifestyle. It's a true lifestyle. What other thing in the world can you do that you can lose weight at the same time? You can use most of the system while pregnant and having a baby, right? This is a true lifestyle, guys. We need to understand that. So if you know pregnant women, don't count them out. Oh my gosh, my life would have been improved if I would have had this when I was pregnant. Yeah, right? Okay, so don't check out those mamas. They need it more than anybody. All right, Anna, last one. Want me to unmute you? I got it. Go ahead.
Thanks. Most of the time I'm Wilson from Home Improvement because I'm nursing my son and I'm trying to stay modest. So that's
modest.
Let it all hang out.
I mean,
it's going on YouTube later, Anna. So.
I think the greatest thing that's improved is, well, the reason I got started was my knees were so inflamed from my being overweight and putting on 50 extra pounds when I was pregnant and nursing, and my body just not getting where it needed to be, and I couldn't get down on my knees. And there was one day I was trying to clean the floor and crying, and I was just praying for something, and Shai came into my life. And just the other day I chased my son around on my knees and played horsey with him for a good half an hour. So that's why I do Isagenix.
Now you're gonna make us all cry. Thank you. Okay. So thank you, Anna. And I might have to use you here. So does somebody want to volunteer to be a guinea pig to work on their 30-second story? Who feels like, man, I need help. I need somebody to help me with my 30-second story. Anna, do you want it to be you?
You can hear me if no one else. Oh, go ahead, Anna.
Well, you're nursing, Anna, so it's up to you. You or Andrea?
I can go ahead. He's done. His dad's got him now. So.
Okay. All right. So we're going to go through the steps, guys, and I want you to memorize the steps, okay? Templates are so important. We've been taught them since we were kids. All right. What I want you to understand about templates is they're just a framework, just like a house. Okay. I'm from Texas, right? Every house in Texas is completely different. All right. Completely different. There is no two houses alike in that state. Okay. Maybe now because they're starting to put tract homes in, but when I grew up, all right, every house was different and I loved it. Even though the framework on a lot of homes are the same. All right. The framework is very, very similar because there's certain, engineering, just mathematical things that you have to do in order to create a strong structure. Okay. So some of those things are very, very similar, but the house itself is very different, completely different, like not recognizable. Okay. And that's what templates are. Templates are just to give you a frame structure so that you have a strong backbone, so you're confident, so that you know what you're doing, and you can decorate that structure however you want. You can make it look however you want, and every personality is going to be different. I promise. Even if Shai and I were to say the exact same thing, I guarantee you might not even recognize that we said the same thing because we're going to present ourselves so different. Right? You believe me? Okay, we're gonna have to practice. We're gonna have to actually put this to the test, Shai. We'll do that soon. We'll do videos together, almost the same story, and I bet it'll sound completely different. Okay, so 30-second story templates. I don't want you to feel like robots. Okay, don't feel like robots because what you're gonna do is you're gonna memorize a template, and then you're gonna fill it in however you need to, and that template is always gonna remain the same. But the story is always going to change depending on who you're talking to. One thing you have to commit to right now, and this is one of the hardest parts of this business, okay? You have to commit to personal growth so that you can become unstuck, from your past. And that is very, very hard to do. But it is the most liberating thing in the world when you can completely become unstuck from your past and from your stories and whatever you've been through. Because in this business, it's about helping other people. And we do that by inspiring them. And that means moving past our own stories. And that's when miracles take place. Okay? So when you're talking to somebody, you don't need to share your whole story. All right? And I know some of you are going to have that urge, that desire to share the whole story. But it doesn't serve them. What they need to hear is what's going to help them in a very simplified version, okay? So, Anna, you were, tired mom, feeling a lot of discomfort because of your weight. We all know that inflammation causes a million problems, right? So when you're overweight and you're inflamed, you're going to see that in a lot of different ways, okay? And obviously, a big part of that, Anna, was not being able to play with your children. So the lack of energy, the lack of desire, and then just the ability, right? Because of the discomfort. Okay? All right. So I'm trying to focus because you have a scary 80s TV show playing on your face. All right.
Our TV started to spaz out. My husband was watching a show.
Okay, so repeat after me. Before Isagenix.
Before Isagenix.
I want you to fill in the blank. So before Isagenix, and guys, this is the template, okay? So this is the first part of the template. Before Isagenix, and this can change a little bit. You might not say before Isagenix. You might say before I started really focusing on nutrition, before I opened my company, before, right? You can make it sound like you want, but a lot of people prefer before Isagenix. So tell me, give me your headliner. If you're a newspaper writer and you're thinking about your discomfort and your lack of energy for your children, those kind of things, what would your headliner say?
I'd say tired, stressed out, overweight mom that just wanted to be present, and I wasn't.
Okay. So before Isagenix, I was a tired, stressed out mom, right? Completely unpresent with my children.
Right.
Right? And then I want you to give me 2 or 3 bullet points that relate to that. So you tell me, what did it feel like to not be present with your children? Guys, I know this is being vulnerable, so thank you, Anna, for doing that.
I guess I was present, but I couldn't play with them as much as I wanted. So it made me sad. And he's growing, and, I just knew that he would learn best by example, and I wanted to be the best example for him.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, kids learn by seeing rather than what you tell them. So I could tell my son to eat healthy and to exercise and to feel good. But if I wasn't doing that or taking care of myself, then that would be the example that he would see. So it wouldn't matter what I said.
Right. Thank you. Okay. So give me one more example of what that means. So because you're hitting more on example, you're hitting more on, you said you were present, but we all understand what it means to be a present but not present mom or dad. Okay?
Right.
You can be in the room but not be in the room. Right? So you felt like you weren't an example and you wanted your children to be happy and healthy.
Right. And I want my son to know that he can follow his dreams, and I wasn't able to, just because I was not feeling well. I mean, I was in so much pain after giving birth to him that I couldn't. Mm-hmm. I mean, just going shopping or cleaning the house was torturous some days.
Right. Okay. You guys, can we relate to this story? Anyone? Okay. All right. Now, are there going to be some teenagers or dads or young people or even just healthy, fit people? Are there going to be any of them that aren't going to relate so much to this? Yeah, there are. But but can they still relate to you if they don't feel like they're a great example to those around them? Yes? Okay, so we're going to start fixing this story so that it's going to relate to everybody, okay? Okay, because before Isagenix, you were stressed out and uncomfortable in your own skin, right? You were uncomfortable in your physical body. And you didn't feel like you were an example to those around you of the kind of life you could live and the body you could have and the things that you could achieve, right?
Right.
Okay. All right. So who introduced you to Isagenix?
Shy Peterson. Woohoo!
Beautiful Shy. Okay. So the next part of the template is I was introduced to Isagenix by my blank. Fill in the blank. Okay. You guys can fill this in right now. Just say it out loud. I was introduced to Isagenix by my neighbor.
My friend Shy Peterson. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah. By my good friend Shy Peterson, by my, by my childhood friend Julie, by my neighbor Joanne, or Joni, by my, my good friend and coworker Andrea. I mean, whatever it is, by my teacher, by, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband. I mean, it's just whoever it is. But notice that every time I've shared this, it's been personal. Okay, it wasn't by a guy at the store, by an info commercial, by Amazon, right? It wasn't that way. You were introduced to Isagenix by someone personal to you. And even if they weren't a great friend then, a few months later, after being your sponsor and sharing this and helping you through it, are you guys better friends now?
Yeah. I had actually I took a class and met Shy, and she shared the product, and so now she's my friend, but I guess she would have been more of an acquaintance at the time. So
right. Yeah, but you're not going to be, so some of you are going to be so honest that you're going to be like, I was introduced to Isagenix by an acquaintance who was selling it, No. No, like Shy's your friend now. So you can say that, and you can say that, and it's true. All right? Yep. Very good friends. Shy's making sure everybody knows. They're very good friends now. Okay. So now, how long have you been using the system?
Since November.
Wonderful. So we got 5 months now? 6 months? Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the next part of the template, guys. I've been using the system for fill in the blank. I've been using the system for 2 years. I've been using the system for 6 weeks, 6 months, 5 days. I haven't actually used the system yet. Miss Julie, golden star. Right? And so you just fill in the blanks. Now, again, get comfortable because this story is going to evolve. Julie, it's okay that you haven't tried the system yet because you're going to share somebody else's story, right? And I started Isagenix for my good friend Aubrey Garf because she was having such amazing energy. She'd been using the system for a year and just kept raving on about how great it was, right? So the reason why this part is important is because you want to show them this is a lifestyle. All right? That's why I don't call the 30-day. I don't call it a 30-day. I call it a getting started pack. Because we don't want people thinking that this is a 30-day fix and they're done. All right? This is not a diet. It is not a pill. It is not some special thing to drop 20 pounds and then move along and gain it all back. All right? This is a true lifestyle. I've been using this for 2 years. How much longer am I going to use it? Forever. All right? There's going to be a box of e-shots in my casket, right? So it's going to be me going to heaven with my box of e-shots. Okay? All right? And I dare anybody to try to take Isagenix out of my arms. Okay? All right. So it is a lifestyle. And you want to make sure that part of the template is always incorporated. Okay? Okay, good? Good? Okay. All right. The next part is since I've started, what has changed, Anna? So this is what's important because some of you will do the first part correctly, but then when you go to do this part, you're going to share the whole shebang. Right? You're going to talk about everything that's improved since starting Isagenix. And all you're supposed to talk about is how it relates to them. What are they looking for? Energy. Okay, in Anna's circumstance, she's talking to somebody who doesn't feel like they're a very good example. They're not really living life to the fullest, and they just want to feel better. Okay? All right, Anna, so what has improved since starting Isagenix in regards to you living a healthy, productive life that is a great example to your children?
I would just say that I'm actually living a life. I can go outside and sit and play with my son and just actually appreciate being there. So I would say living a life and having energy to do it.
Wonderful. Okay, good. That's so good, guys, right? Okay, that right there is perfect. And you always want to have an emotional word or two. You always want an emotional tie-in so that you're not just doing a template. You're not just like doing bullet points, right? There has to be an emotional tie-in. So Anna, since you started, you're living a life. You're an example to your children. You're doing so much more, right? And you're getting healthier. What does that mean emotionally? What does that look like?
Just joy. Joy. The other day we went out together as a family and sat out and played in the sun, and it was joy. It was making memories and ones that I can remember because they're not etched in pain. They're just full of joy and happiness.
He wants to go, but he needs his own space. He has to get his own space.
Thank you, honey. So what Anna says, guys, I'm already seeing at least 2 people cry, right? Because that simple story is touching their hearts. And what it's really doing is it's touching something either because they relate to it and they're feeling that same pain, or I know from Shy, they're just so freaking proud and happy for you, right? And feeling very blessed, right? So, and that's the beauty of this business, guys, because these stories that we're working on, these things that we're doing right now is all about how many more lives can we help. And just by refining a few of these things, it gives us the tools to help more people. All right, like Anna, okay, that hadn't started 6 months ago. All right, and then she got started, and look what's changing. Look at the way her life has been impacted. Okay, so since starting Isagenix, I'm living a life. I'm making memories with my children. I'm finding so much joy because I'm getting healthy and I'm being that example that I wanted to be to my family and friends. Right? So we're just summarizing what Anna just said. All right? And I'm going to say it differently than her. Okay, but you see where I'm going, guys? So that was the next part of the template. Since starting Isagenix, and you're answering the open. You're answering that first part. Because what happens is you're going to take people into dips. Okay, so if you walk with me here, going across, you're going to take them into this emotional dip. They're going to go down. It's literally, guys, think about it. You're literally going into a hole with them, and you're taking them with you. That is a huge responsibility. Every time you take somebody to a low, to a hole, to a lower ground, it is your responsibility to bring them up even higher than you started. All right? So if Anna would have left us down in this little dip, this hole where she's a sad mom and is not happy and is uncomfortable and sick and not an example and all these things, we would all be emotionally distraught for her and her children. It would be really, really sad, and we would leave this call sad. So it's Anna's responsibility to share how she came out of that hole, and she's going to bring us out so hard and so amazing that we're going to be even happier than we started, which I know I am. She did a great job. Okay? That is the power of 30-second story. And finally, you're just going to close it by saying, I now believe. And you can say this however you want, right? You can simply say, you know what, I'm now on a mission to help every parent to get as healthy as they can so they can be present in their life. They can be an example of just living a beautiful life, and they can continue making memories with their loved ones, right? Done. End scene. Okay, you can close it however you want, but this is the chance you have to bring them in. You're inviting them to be a part of this. You're inviting them to let you help them. All right, this is an invitation, because when you say, I now believe everyone, are they part of everyone? Yeah, everyone. Okay, so you're inviting them into this place and to have the same results that you've had. Okay, now guys, I want to open this up to some comments and questions, and I would love for at least one of you to share your 30-second story. I don't know if Andrea or Joni or Shai, if you're ready, prepared, you'd want to do that. Or even Bree, if you've been working on yours. I know we're practicing that. So this is what's so powerful, guys. And this is what really, really hit me a few weeks ago. When you're doing it correctly, when you're sharing the framework attached with some emotion, right? When you're doing it super, super simple and you're not going into detail, you're just following the template, what happens is they're listening to you, right? They're engaged, they're listening, they feel the emotions of what you're attaching to the story. And instead of hearing every detail of your story, they're hearing their story. And that is what is so powerful. When you share a really detailed, long story, they're only hearing you. They're hearing you, what it's done for you, where you were, what's happened. But when you share this template and you do it the right way and you share this framework, they're going to hear their story. And by the end of it, they're going to want those results because you've just brought them through a story that could be theirs. Okay? That is why a 30-second story is so powerful. And the second they say, how do I get started? How much is it? What are the flavors? How does it taste? Could this be for me? You're going to say what? You know what? My friend Shai that introduced me, I just shared her story. My friend Shai, she could answer all those questions. Would it be okay if she shared her story with you? You're going to get her on a 3-way call. You just talked about how Shai enrolled you. Why not have Shai answer their questions? They now think she's a rock star because she just helped one of their best friends. Right? Right? Pretty powerful. Shai, you're such a goofball. Okay, so who wants to practice really fast? Because we only have a few minutes till we have to close. But who would like to share their 30-second story? You have to be willing to be critiqued. Raise your hand if you want to be it. If not, I will choose for the group. Shai's pointing at somebody else, so I think we're going to have to work with Shai here.
Oh.
You know, if you point at somebody else, you're asking to get picked.
True.
Okay.
All right, so Shai, I'm going to really throw you on the spot here because we've worked on 30-second stories a lot.
Yeah.
Right?
Go for it.
So, you know, I've really been needing to lose weight. Is honestly what it is. I feel like if I can lose weight, everything would be easier in my life.
Oh yeah.
I've been really, really struggling, and I've tried everything, Shai. Like seriously, I've tried everything. So I don't, you know, it's so frustrating because it's so expensive to be, you know, it's so expensive to eat healthy. I can't afford that, right? And I feel like no matter what I do at the gym, whatever I do, it's not helping me. Like, it's been really frustrating.
Yeah. Oh, I feel you. I am so sorry that you're so frustrated. That has got to be very hard to live that way and to be frustrated. I'm so sorry. I actually have a friend. She lives in Utah, and I know her. I've come to know her very well lately.
But she, through her life, she tried about 25 different programs and diets and didn't have any success really, or any sustained success with her weight loss. But she about 3 or 4 years ago, about I think closer to 4, she started Isagenix, and she was able to release and keep off around 130 pounds.
Wow.
Of doing this system and doing it right and working out and choosing healthier, options and working on her mind and her, self and her well-being and lots of different things. There's never just a really easy, quick fix, but I'm really inspired for her. If you wouldn't mind, I could, we could talk to her and visit with her and see what she feels about it, and I could connect you with her and help you get the results that she's received, if you'd like.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, Shy. So Shy's a master at getting people on a 3-week call. Right?
Master. Trying.
Okay. So let's really use the framework of the 30-second story.
Okay.
Use that framework. So let's just, do you want to redo it, or do you want me to use Andrea?
Whatever you want to do. If you want to critique me, I am up for critiques anytime, always.
Well, it was actually really good. It was actually good. It was perfect. And guys,
I didn't stick to the plan though. You're right. It's written down right here. I was going in for more of a compassion and helping you find a result. Ashlyn said, that's your problem. Anyway, so.
Yeah, so let's try it again, and let's try to stick to the framework of the 30-second story template.
Okay.
Now, you can use your friend in Utah.
Okay.
I have a friend in Utah who felt like before, and she started this program, and she's been using it just go into the framework, go into the template, but you can use it in a third person if you need to.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't know how I would do that because I don't know who introduced her to Isagenix. Okay. All those things. So
make it up, girl.
Huh?
Just make it up. Pretend for a second here.
Okay. So before Isagenix, I was frustrated as well. I mean, I was trying to lose weight and to be healthier and try to make some changes. And I had heard of a story. Is that where that comes in? I have heard of a story of a lady from Utah that had tried multiple diets and multiple programs. And I was interested in learning about what had helped for her. And I'm stumped, Trish. I'm
throwing you under the bus here. So okay, so let's just say this.
I'm good about it.
So
I want to bring in her emotion. I mean, how Anna did her 30-second story was fabulous.
Right.
So I want to bring in the emotion of Jill. I'm talking about Jill Birth.
Yeah.
So I want to bring in her emotions and ups and downs and things.
So use her. If you're going to use Jill, then use her full story. So, I know my friend Jill was really feeling, don't use you, use Jill. If you're going to use her story, then use her story. So
okay.
My friend Jill in Utah was feeling completely frustrated, had tried so many things, had taken so many before pictures, right? Her story's all over the internet because all the pictures she took. She just wanted to lose weight, and she wanted to find something that would really help her feel better, right? Yeah. And she was introduced to Isagenix by, just pretend, all right, by so-and-so, and she's been using it for over 3 years now. And she's released 130 pounds. She is literally like a light in the world of hope. Like, she's helped thousands of people do the same because the system works so well for her. And she finally found her answer, right? She finally found what works for her, and since starting, she's on a mission to make sure everybody knows about this because it's helped so many and it helped her. It was her answer. I know it could be an answer for you too.
Whoop, 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 whoop. There it is. did it. You see how I did that?
Oh yeah. Right? So guys,
That was great.
yeah, so are you committed to practicing the 30-second story template?
Yes, obviously I need to be more committed to that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll do the template.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to be a template girl.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because templates are duplicatable.
Yeah.
Guys, I have a question for this group. For anybody who knows shy. Is shy duplicatable? Think about it, guys. Is shy duplicatable? No. That woman is not duplicatable. I've never met anybody like her. I never will meet anybody like her. And and she's just absolutely perfect. Like she is shy. I mean, she's so good at being shy that an older black man, comedian, motivational speaker, amazing guy, could start imitating her on stage, and I would know exactly who he was imitating. That's how shy is. Okay? And I'm talking about Rod Hairston. It was absolutely amazing. He imitated her, and I knew, without even knowing what was happening, I knew exactly. I was like, why is he talking like shy?
I'm telling him that you called him older.
Well, he is older. He's older than me. So I tell the truth, guys.
Just by a few months.
Baby.
Andrea, zip it, girl. Mm-mm. Okay. So, guys, shy is not duplicatable. Julie's not duplicatable. Molly, Joni, Mary, Bree, Anna, Susie, you are not, Andrea, you're not duplicatable. Nobody can be you. Nobody's supposed to be you.
Mm-hmm.
But templates and tools are duplicatable. And you have to duplicate these things, because if you are amazing at talking to people, does that mean that everybody you enroll is going to be amazing at talking to people? No. Most of them will not be. Most of them will be completely awkward, and they'll have no idea how to share. I know people that have lost over 100 pounds that still are not enrolling people because they have no idea how to share their story. And I know people that have lost 0 weight and then can enroll anybody because they do know how to share their story. It's all about developing yourself and your story. It is not about having amazing results. It's simply about knowing how to share your story. Okay? Memorize the template. Julie, you're brand new, girl. Memorize that template and you will do wonders, because your story's coming, honey. You're going to have fabulous results. Right? And it's going to happen over a lifetime of just this beautiful journey of where you're going. And we're all going to be here to watch you and celebrate you. Okay? Memorize the template. And then when you get really good at that template, it doesn't matter when you're put on the spot. Boom. You'll just have it like that. And I'm not perfect at it, guys, but I am to the point where you can pretty much throw any story at me and I will just run through it because I have the template. And I've practiced it so many times, and practice makes perfect. You guys know this. Practice is what creates a master. You have to practice. And you have to be okay, right, Andrea? You have to be okay with the fact that you're going to be a complete disaster in the beginning. Right? Putting her on the spot here. Right? But Andrea's been using the products for a while, and look at how amazing she looks right now, guys. This girl is getting it. And it's okay that it took her a while to really find her feet and figure out some health stuff. Like, it's okay. It was all part of the process. Because she looks absolutely fantastic right now. I mean, like, sexy mama right now.
Thank you.
Right? Okay. Are you guys good?
Yes.
Mary, there is an actual template. If you go to isagenixbusiness.com,
I put it in here. Look, look up. 827, I put the hyperlink in, and how to compliantly share your story, a YouTube video by Susan Sly. You're welcome.
Andrea's kind of a stud, guys.
Kind of
a big deal. All right, Bree's shaking her head yes, because she knows her mom very well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this chat right now. I'm going to click Save Chat, and I am going to post that in the pro page right now. So you guys can have all the amazing notes that Andrea took for you because she cares. and she's a great teacher.
Well, I was mostly talking about my t-shirt dress and procrastinating on my taxes, but above that, you can get good info.
I love your t-shirt dress. I need a t-shirt dress for my Together Strong shirt. You guys can make me one. That way I can wear this on Sundays. Will this look good on Sundays? Totally joking. Kind of. Okay, so anyway, I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you can use it. And more importantly, I hope that you can use it to help other people. Become a leader, become a teacher. Everything you learn, share with your teams. Share with people that you're enrolling. Okay, this is now your responsibility to teach this template and to help them develop their own stories. Okay? Any questions before we close? All right, let's unmute.
Awesome.
Unmute. Good night, everybody.
Are you going to post